What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Sessions with Rich podcast. This platform is designed to challenge your beliefs and elevate your consciousness. If you're new to the show, welcome. Episodes are dropped every Sunday. You can find me on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all streaming platforms. And you can find previous episodes on there as well. Now, if you can leave reviews and ratings, I would love to hear from you guys. Let's get to the reason why you're fucking here. On today's episode, I have the host of Moments of Growth podcast, which can be found on all streaming platforms. Coya, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody.
How you
At
doing?
by Coya Plants on Instagram, at by Coya Plants on Twitter. Look out for my essential oil line, Velvet, coming out.
Okay, Young Velvet.
2 weeks.
Okay, 2. Oh, this is perfect timing for the ground. Okay.
Yeah, that's exclusive too. You're the only person that I've told in the world.
I'm honored. I'm completely honored. I'm honored. Talk to us about it. Talk to us about the project.
So I've been making my own body oils for a few years now. Okay. I always mix it with whatever fragrance I'm wearing at the time, but I use all kinds of scents. I like florals and things like that. And so a lot of people have been coming up to me asking if I actually sold them and stuff like that. But I wasn't at first. I was a little nervous. Yeah, I was a little nervous at first, but decided to go ahead and do it. It's a part of this whole journey that I'm going through with, stepping into my own lane and basically living my life for myself and being the one to direct it. So that's a part of it.
You're the director of your movie.
That's true. Manifest what you want.
Manifest what you want. Big facts, big facts. So 2 weeks. Yes. The opening is in 2 weeks. Talk to us about Moments of Growth podcast. I love the podcast because it's like neutral, calm. It's kind of like if you could drive in the ocean or drive through a forest with nothing, that's what it sounds like. Just this peaceful frequency. I get that vibe.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely.
No, thank you. You're the reason.
It was something that I wanted to do for some time now. I used to get a lot of people, especially on my Twitter, love my Twitter followers. They're so real. They always come to me asking me for some type of self-love advice or spiritual growth advice. And I have a few clients from that also, but
that's love.
I just wanted to kind of share my wisdom and experiences in life because I feel like the things that I've gone through could really help someone else.
Facts. That's facts.
So yeah, I decided to give them something. I didn't know how I wanted to play it out. But this is the first step. There's going to be different levels to.
Ooh.
So yeah, just be on the lookout for that too.
Look. We lit. I love supporting and just listening to podcasts now more than ever, especially ones that that match my frequency, and yours definitely does that for me. I was chatting with another co-host about this. I said podcasts are the new radio. We're the new TV, right? We have this because it's real shit. It's coming out of your mouth. It ain't scripted.
Yep.
It's your opinions and facts.
No Real Housewives. No. Stuff. No, this is
we ain't
real.
Throwing chairs and shit. We having a glass of wine and some weed. We chilling.
And just talking about life.
Right.
And how we got to our levels. That's it.
So it's levels to this life, right? You got, I guess you got when you are asleep in the dream and you're going through, I guess, programs of how you should be and how you should act. But it takes at the end of the day, it's kind of like you stand away from yourself. So at that point, missing a relationship with yourself?
Definitely a part of yourself that you really aren't opening yourself up to because you're getting so distracted with other things that don't need to be your focus. But of course, they're all tests to see if you're really going to pay attention or not.
Yep.
And what you're really going to do with what you know and if you're really ready to go, honestly.
Big facts, though. Okay, I see you with the okay, joining the session. Let's go. Now, you mentioned self-love earlier, and I think that is a key component in a lot of healing that is taking place right now or that needs to happen. But I guess people don't know about the, shadow work of it, or just the inner understanding of, the roots of your triggers, why you understanding why you went through what you went through, what did you learn from it, kind of thing. And when you go through, I mean, it's not pretty, right? It's it's painful. You cry. I love crying. I think that's the most therapeutic thing that you can do in the world, especially like when a moment hits you, especially in a moment of gratitude.
Yeah.
I like to reflect a lot. I like to go back to places I was that made me to where I am now, to bring me back home, right? It's kind of like a reset. And it's like it reminds you, like, shit, you went through that entire stretch, manifesting through it, and there you are. And it's like the most humbling shit ever. I was rambling on with that, but it was the most humbling shit ever.
That's usually how it happens, though. You get into one thought and it just trickles down into another thing. What do they call it? The when you throw the rock in the sea, the ripple effect. Yeah, that's what it is. Every time you have a thought about something, especially when it comes to your spiritual growth and your self-love growth and your journey within yourself, it is a ripple effect. You start talking about one situation, like you just spoke about gratitude and how that makes you feel so joyous that you cry. A lot of people don't cry, especially men. A lot of men don't admit it. And a lot of women now, they feel like they can't because of whatever, like you said, that trauma and that shadow work hasn't been done yet.
That's crazy, because it's always like your inner being lets you know when something's not right. Our emotion, I call it the emotional guidance system. It tells us when something is wrong. So if you're thinking a thought and your mood automatically changes, your inner being is telling you that that's not the right thought to think. Thoughts are just frequencies passing by. They're only you when you attach yourself to it. So it's like a catalog of shit to sort through it.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff that you just what do they call them? Useless facts?
Yeah, useless facts. Yeah.
Just in your head. And none of them are true unless you feel like the need to, breathe into it.
Yep.
You want to put your attention at this thought and it's negative. That's what you're going to see. And that's what you're going to manifest your whole life.
I feel like people, and they don't know, well, I mean, some, of course they don't, the power of the power of words, the power of energy, and intention.
Yes.
Once you come to grips with you are the creator of your reality, you are then held accountable for what you experience. There's no coincidental, like, oh, this happened because Jim didn't pay me in time. No, it happened because of a thought and vibration that you've emitted a while ago that's just now being manifested. So it's your fault to assess the situation. What is this showing me? What do I need to fix that a little bit and go?
Exactly. It's not because Jim didn't pay you on time. It's because you had negative thoughts that Jim wasn't going to pay you on time. And because, if he wasn't going to, something was going to happen. You wasn't going to make rent this month. So because you kept on thinking, oh, Jim's not going to pay me. Jim's not going to pay me. Jim didn't pay you.
Say that. And that's how manifestation occurs.
Yes, that's how it exactly works.
That's crazy. Once how we break it down like that, though, like that scene.
Yeah. That's like one of the most, well, not most easy, but the easiest way for like people to actually grasp something like that, like the act of visualization and the power of the tongue, manifestation. You have to give them simple scenarios like that they will actually experience themselves or have experienced themselves. That makes it a lot easier for them. And they'll say, I was talking to someone, they said like their biggest fear in a relationship is their husband or spouse leaving them for someone else. And it's like, that's your biggest fear out of the entire thing. Like, that's it. That's it. Okay. So number one, you don't know the law of detachment, but that's okay. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's your biggest fear. So
Right.
you continue to exude that energy and you continue to say, oh, I love my husband, but I hope he's not out here talking to so-and-so, even though I told him it was okay for him to go. You keep thinking that. And guess what he's gonna do?
Exactly.
Go with so-and-so.
It was
And
this.
you can blame him, sure, because he shouldn't have, but you manifested it. That's what you're scared of the whole time.
It's the show called The One on Netflix. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's the premise of it is no, not the premise of it. It reminded me of this part where this girl had forced. I don't want to spoil this shit.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Fuck it. It was this girl. It was this girl, wife, girlfriend, whoever she was. So basically the whole show, let me give context because I'm gonna make this confusing as hell if I don't. Whole whole premise of the show is this woman invents this dating matching app where fill a profile, you guys link or whatever. The wife had took a sample of her husband's hair, found his match or whatever, and then ended up manifesting into real life is where I was going with this story. So it kind of reminded me of that shit. Just how we're manifesting the off of thought alone, especially now. Like everything is accelerating a bit.
That's very true. That's interesting. I want to see the show. And I just said I wasn't gonna watch.
This let me backtrack, explain it for it's whole, and I promise I got you. I promise I got you.
I'm gonna have to watch it now. It might be some good.
You'll get attached to it. It's pretty good.
So I have a question for you.
Ooh, I love when people ask me questions.
Have you had a moment of growth this week so far? It's only Tuesday. Or have you had a recent moment of growth that you would like to share?
Let's see. Yes, I've been more consistent with using my time towards productive measures. So if it's recording episodes, if it's getting final on launching my coaching services, working on my book, just ramping it up more and not feeling drained from it. Like I'm really big now on creating a list of what I want and completing it because I want that dopamine level. I want that dopamine hit knowing that I achieved that shit. I don't want to shortcut shit. And I'm getting a download as I'm saying this. I channel, so sometimes I might go off on a tangent. It's just me channeling information. It reminded me of life, if you will. You can look at it in two ways, right? It's love or fear, okay, at its core. Now, the love aspect of it, just the optimistic viewpoint of how you view things. So like scripting your day, right?
Yeah.
Each segment is you telling your reality. So you wake up, okay, you know what, today I'm gonna, me for example, I'll wake up, okay, today I'm gonna close, let's say 4 or 5 deals. And I'm walking in with that confidence. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? Things just happen so frequently for me. I'm narrating my day. Wouldn't it be cool if get a parking spot somewhere or this, that, and there, and just narrating the simple shit and then watch how, because like you said, we have to explain it in simple terms. It's the same way with us convincing us of our powers. I call it our powers because we are all creators, so it's powers.
That's true. I feel like there are times where I'll manifest simple things like that, and just to test, like you said, your powers, just to see if I can do it.
Yeah.
Just to remind myself of what I can do, and like you said, how powerful you really are. And it'll be something simple like I'm gonna manifest a parking spot, or I'm gonna find what I want and it's gonna be at a reasonable price. Like this, recently I was looking for luggage, and it was like everything that I found, either I hated it completely and it was at a good price, or I really liked it and it was overpriced. I was like, no. I'm about to find something in the middle that I can get ended up finding it. It took me, I think, 2 days.
Wow. Once you surrender.
Yeah, once you surrender and be like, no, that's what happened. And I found it. It'll be here on Thursday.
That's good. That's good. I completely didn't even finish answering your last question. I went on a tantrum and I realized, like, shit, I didn't even finish answering your
Your
question.
moment of growth.
The
Yeah.
moment of growth. Dopamine. So I'm really big now on, if you shortcut the process, or let's just say you're trying to want an experience of manifestation. Let's say you want $1 million, for example, and if you got it tomorrow, you would feel great. Of course, you got $1 million in your bank account. I mean, not getting twisted, but knowing that you worked hard for it, once you got that $1 million, that feeling of accomplishment is worth more than that. I just got it, just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to feel that.
Yeah.
I want to feel that. Like my competitiveness, my masculine really comes out in the ass point. It's like that's an adrenaline rush for me. Like, yeah, I did that shit.
Yeah.
I achieved my manifestation.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. It's like you said, you'll be excited about it, but I don't know. It's like, I don't want to say that you have more gratitude for it when you actually worked harder versus when someone actually gave it to you.
Fair play.
I don't want to say it that way, but that's kind of in a sense. You're still grateful, but your gratitude would have been a lot more. Like, you know what, Divine, I did this, this, and this. My hands were, but you know what that is?
What's that?
That's our trauma in us not thinking that we deserve to receive something so easily.
That's crazy, though.
That's our trauma in us thinking and feeling that we have to absolutely work our fingers down to the bone before we can get that $1 million.
Wait.
We don't deserve it if we were gifted it.
You preaching. Hold on.
I'm just saying, like, if you think about that, because if you think about our parents and the people that raised us, you know, older than us.
Yeah.
I think me and you are around the same age. So, like, our parents, they did everything that they could for anything that we asked for.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
And it's like, that was taught to us. Even though, you know, it took us a little time later in our life to decide and actually step in our own power and say to ourselves, I don't want to work this hard for somebody else.
Yeah.
I want to work this hard for me. But the whole point is us thinking we have to work hard at all.
That's so true.
And I understand that of course, reality, you're not going to be just given everything. Some people are.
Shit, I wish I would.
You see? But it's the whole thing that you gotta just go above and beyond before you can get something that you deserve. It's the same way with relationships, where they always say that men and women have to accept hardships with their spouse before they get to the happiness. That's not true.
Communication about what your needs are. These are my
boundaries. Let them know what you need to do for yourself. And if you have to match a person. And also remember that you are not ever guaranteed to have somebody for your entire life. We do not belong to each other.
Thanks.
It's about an experience that you're supposed to have with that person. Of course, if you meet that person and you guys just so happen to decide that you want to be together forever, that's amazing. Goals. But you still have to treat that person as if tomorrow you may be gone from me. So I have to give you my best love. And you're going to give me your best love, because it's a balance. Right. We're on the same level here. I'm not way up here and you're way down here. We're together on this. We're here. That's what people don't get.
How so? Isn't it just just not having the information at that point?
Of them not knowing that they don't have to work so hard for something.
I guess like that, the solution. I'm always solution based minded.
Yeah, that, and also them having to actually believe that they deserve it.
Yeah. It's easy, and that's the power of the mind. The mind is a monkey, and it just chatters. It just fucking chatters, and it's easy. You can easily get lost in your thoughts. And that's shit where anxiety comes from, right? Overthinking. I've done that in my past. It's terrible. You go down that rabbit hole of thought, and it takes you to this fearful, mindset. And shit, where was I going with that? Actually, I don't know, but it takes you down that fearful mindset of things that's probably not gonna happen.
Right. That'll never exist until you manifest it to happen.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. I think that's why it's important for platforms like ours that, just not even promotes, just speaks the truth, because we know the power that it has on the collective. We're actively doing the work, which is just doing what we love to do. It's just, having conscious conversations and giving it to the collective, and it's collective's gonna mirror our intentions.
But it's also, it's good for us to, like what we do when we speak about our true experiences, with the true magic of the world and of ourselves. We actually talk about our, like you said, our experiences, handling it and doing it, versus other people who just tell you that that's something that you have, and they don't show you or help you or guide you on how to get there, because they don't know themselves. They're just talking.
Right. That's so true though. That's so true though. I know this is a random question though. Do you have a record player?
I do. And I spoke to you about yours the other day.
Yes. So how many records do you have? Would you say? I don't know personally.
Maybe almost 15. I don't have that many.
It's a nice little collection habit.
But it's getting there. Lucky Day just released his vinyl, and I'm
on it.
I'm trying so hard to be good and not get it yet.
Look,
but
we just talked about abundance and feeling worthy. So, you're abundant. We're supposed to spend. Money is consciousness, and yourself as money wants to experience.
I'm gonna get
this beautiful sound. See, there we go.
Because I've been wanting it for a minute. Because I tweet him every other week and be like, "All right, Lucky, where's the vinyl at?" And he finally releases it, and I ain't even buy it yet.
See, you can't say every other week if drop and you don't act on it. What was the point of manifesting it?
Right. What did you ask for?
You feel me? What do you ask for? I need to buy me a speaker.
Wait, how many do you have?
Shit, how many do I have? The number 7's popping up in my mind for some reason, so I'm going with 7.
Okay, you're getting there.
I'm getting there.
When did you get yours?
Shit, I want to say like 8, 9 months ago. I want to say maybe 10.
Okay.
10 months ago. So
yeah.
I had it. It's nothing like. So I got like my little office set up with like lights around, like lights in and shit. Like for example, that tapestry in the background.
Yeah. I like that.
And so when it light up in blue, and I'll just like play the record player, and I'll just vibe out. It's like the most coolest thing ever.
I love that. I just bought Miles Davis.
Ooh.
There's a record. It's my absolute favorite ever by him. It's called Blue and Green. Or is it green and blue? It's green and blue.
Is the vinyl the color? Or
the song is called, I think it's called Blue and Green. I'm gonna have to look it up. Anyway, that's my favorite. And I bought that record just for that song.
That's wild.
When I first got it, I got it in March because I went to a record player on the other side of Houston. It's like 40 minutes away.
Okay.
But I went, and they actually have really good stuff for me. And I found that record and decided that I needed it absolutely in my life, because that song.
I need it
in my life right then. I manifested getting it too. That's the crazy part.
Big facts.
Before we left and I knew where we were going, I said, I'm gonna get that record. Found it.
That's love.
Found it that same day.
That's love. I remember I grew up with a record player. So I remember when I was younger, my dad playing. He had like a giant, like long one, and I just remember just hearing it in around the house. And I think it was like last year. I've been thinking about it for quite some time, but I finally pulled the trigger, and I thought of like it'll be dope just to buy a record player and then
Yeah.
just buy records. I'm like, shit. I bought what did I buy? I found a few psychedelic ones. I got some
Ooh.
jazz. Uh, I got some Bob Marley.
I don't have Bob yet. I have Lauryn Hill.
Oh, you got Lauryn Hill? Okay.
That was okay. I bought 2 records before I even owned my first record player. This is my second one that I have.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been buying records before.
That's love.
Yeah.
Well, just starting before you even
Because I
went
knew I
on
was
it.
gonna get one.
That's
I
cool.
knew I was
Okay.
gonna get one eventually, and I ended up getting one.
It's interesting though because on the vinyl it emits a frequency and you feel it. It's kind of like you
Yes.
see it. Sometimes I see it too. I can see a vibration rippling off. The
Right off the walls, bouncing through right in front of you. You can see and feel
mhm.
all of it,
You can,
all around your body. Yes.
and then go ahead.
Yes. I was gonna say, if you notice, they're the same colors as like your chakra points.
That's true. That's true. I like that. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you so we know everything is energy, right?
Absolutely.
So with that thought, with that idea, if everything is energy and we're able to feel the vibration of the song and the words, and it does something to our energetic body. We feel it. We feel good about ourselves. We all just, jazzy and shit. And then when you hear a song on a radio that promotes, X, Y, and Z, or anything that's negative, and you feel down about it, it's because that's a negative vibration that you're frequency. It's all about frequency.
A lower frequency. Yeah, that's true. That's why before I even got, my car was damaged out, I didn't listen to the radio. I would listen to my own music.
Yeah.
To and from work, I was listening to frequency sounds, and that's all I would play, or like whatever other song I wanted to hear that I knew was going to put me in a high vibration.
Right.
The radio just was not it. It hasn't been it in a long time. It's not it.
It's all a purposeful. I just made that word up. Purposeful. Wow. Purposeful.
Okay, we're gonna use it next time.
Guys, I'm creating a word now. Purposeful agenda to program those who listen to it, essentially.
Yeah, and it works.
It
really works. That's the power of it, though. It can really influence you negatively.
Creates realities.
Just as much as it can, positively. It can influence you.
It's interesting. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's interesting. My brother, he embodies this thug now. And I'm like, bro, we didn't grow up anything like that. Like, what are you doing? But it was from what the music he listens to embodies that vibration. And I've noticed that I watched that in real time. I'm like, that's interesting. Because you talk about experiences, you never did kind of shit. And it's like, damn, it's especially with repetition. It's a hypnosis. If anything with repetition is hypnosis.
Definitely. That's a big one. The easiest form.
Anything done over and over again then becomes truth. And then once you believe it, then that becomes your reality because that's your vibration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Move with intention.
Good intention, though. People throw that word intention around lately, and they don't be meaning good things.
Well, I will hope it's good things, because that bad shit just boomerang back in some way.
It's gonna always boomerang back, but I've seen and encountered a few people who didn't have good intentions when they say they moved with the intentions that they were speaking. You have to specify.
That's a good point. That's
Aren't good. Stay away.
big facts. And you can
Stay
feel
away.
it though too, 100%.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Energy don't
It might
lie.
slip you. Yeah.
Energy does not lie.
At all. It might slip you by once or twice, and it's gonna come back around, and you're gonna be like, "Wait a minute, what was
Something ain't right.
that? I mean, right here."
But it's interesting when it like, for me, I don't fake shit. If I don't like you, I'm not, talking to you, not in a hateful way, but it's just protecting my energy and just not, it's my space. And I'm just not gonna fake, any shit. So
I started doing that recently.
you have to, it's boundaries. You have
I
to,
do.
you have to create boundaries with yourself. I don't put, I just don't care for your energy. There's nothing wrong with it. We just don't have the same, we just don't
It's
align.
here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make
No,
sure
you're
you just.
good. This isn't good. Wait,
Okay.
okay.
Let's take a moment. Okay, hold on.
Pause. Moment of growth. Let's take a moment.
Breathing in really quick. Let's meditate real quick.
Oh, I
Okay.
love this. Okay.
1. Hold it. Out.
Okay.
All right, let's do one more. In. Out. All right, one more because 3 times the charm.
Okay. Okay.
In. Make it a good one. Out. Right.
That was a nice one. That was
How
a
you
nice
feel?
one. I feel
You feel?
great.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel high. No, I mean, I am hot, but I feel like high vibration.
Yeah. Up here.
We up here. We up here.
Yeah. That's all it's all about. That's what it's all about.
I appreciate that shit. Don't even know what we was talking about. I'm enjoying this episode because it's just random and it's real and I fuck with it. So I like all the.
I was nervous. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
yeah, yeah. Why were you nervous?
First of all, you're the first person to ask me to actually be on their pod. And I was just like, what?
Oh, I wanted you on for the longest.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I fuck with you. Oh, forgot we on the show. I fuck with you. I thought this was like a regular. I mean, like a casual
Regular
time.
conversation.
Yeah, I was like, move. You're
That's
my
how it's
way.
supposed to be.
Facts. No, because I like your vibe a lot. And you can feel energy on Twitter. Like you can feel it.
Yeah.
And yours is just like kind-hearted and soft and caring and like it's like soothing. I get like a little soothing, like a soothing vibe. And I'm like, okay, I like this woman. And I was no problem, no problem. And I listened to your podcast. I was like, okay, like this. Okay, I definitely want her on the show. And then finally build up the courage, like, you want to be on my show, please?
I was honored. I was like, oh my God, me?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. I've been wanting to do this. This is really what I kind of want my show to be like, where it's like more interactive, but I don't want to be like a co-host or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? Like just have people on the show, but it's your show.
Yeah. That's
And
the
I think,
view.
your show would be popping for that too.
100%.
You should do that like every couple of like weeks or something.
I could see that.
That would be good for you.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely take that on.
Look at me getting messages for live.
Look, I appreciate it. I appreciate the message. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shit. Don't even know how to start the show back. We just getting lost in conversation.
All right, you guys, that was my mistake. I had to maneuver and move. As you can see, I'm in a different location. It was getting a little dark at my desk. I don't have a lamp over there yet.
It's okay.
So y'all have to pardon me. It was my fault. I take full accountability for that. 100%. Speaking of accountability.
Oh.
What do you feel about accountability?
It takes you from victim to victor. It's easy to get lost in, negative thought loop about your life, right? This is happening to me. These people are treating me this way, and and in that perspective of mindset, you're gonna believe that, right? That's where you are, and it's only until you sit with yourself and you realize I'm doing this. I'm allowing this. I'm keeping these people around. Or what I like to do is get to the root of why I have the people around. Okay, this mirrors a abandonment wound, for example. This is why I kept this person around. Even though the red flags are around, you ignore the red flags because of the wound, and it ties into fear, being addicted to the fear. You're addicted to pain. So you're addicted to that pain in some way and want to hold on to it. It's kind of like a comfort zone, kind of thing. But I'm realizing it takes understanding of yourself. It's a well, life is a journey itself, right? It's like a rediscovery. You go through zigzags and shit. And then at the end of that zigzag is you in your full form on some golden freezer shit.
You like anime?
Love anime.
I've been watching Naruto after years and years of saying I would never in my existence watch it.
I have a confession about Naruto. So I've watched a few episodes, right? But before I watched a few episodes, I bought the game because I love the concept of it.
Okay.
So I played the game, and the whole shit, and I was like, okay, this is actually pretty dope. Then I watched a few episodes, so I got some grounding, You can't do that.
I won't do that to you because I was like, I'm never watching this a day in my life. You can forget it. And
look at you.
It was kind of like, okay, baby step your way into it. No, right. I don't want to. That baby step turned into, it's supposed to be 2 episodes a day. We ended up watching a whole season in 2 days. I'm on season 5 right now.
That's wild.
And there's 9 in the first one.
Shit. 9?
Yeah. And then there's other sections of the show.
Shit. Do you watch Dragon Ball Super?
I don't watch Dragon Ball at all.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I watched it as a kid. I don't care.
So
and I'm sorry. I feel like I know I just disrespected a whole bunch of people in the anime community. People that follow me on Twitter. Twitter gonna be like deleting her, blocking her. Look, she's canceled.
Look, okay, but you didn't watch Naruto at first, so there's hope.
I've already seen it.
Oh, you've already seen all
okay. Not all of them. I saw the original story back in the day when we was kids. I feel like that's enough for me.
I'll give you some credit. I guess we even at this point because I had a slip up with Naruto.
Yeah, okay. We're good.
You feel
we're 1-1. We're 1-1.
I was asking you off camera what kind of wine?
Oh, right now this is Lambrusco.
Ooh, Lambrusco. Ooh.
Love it. My friend B hooked me up to White Merlot. I never had White Merlot. It's actually really good. Any red wines. I'm not a big Moscato person.
Yeah.
It has to be flavored some kind of way. The only Moscato that I will drink is from Stella Rosa.
Okay.
I think she has like a peach one.
Oh,
that's really good. I like fruity flavored, floral flavored things.
You said floral flavored?
Yeah, because they'll put like jasmine.
Okay.
Like that, yeah.
Like,
there's
they got rose petals in there.
You over here eating flowers,
right?
I do though. But
wait, what's your favorite flower?
All your seasonings are herbs, you know.
You feel I'm messing with you.
Those are flowers, you know. Anyway, it's made me forget what I was saying. That's crazy.
Oh shit! This is a fun episode, guys.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was talking about the wines.
Right. Favorite wine, yeah.
Okay, so everybody has been saying, did you see the Snoop Dogg wine?
No, I did not even know he had one.
Yeah, it's called, can't remember what it's called right now. But they have a really dark, I think it's Merlot.
Okay.
And he just came out with another one, but I've been hearing mixed reviews. A lot of people say they like it, and then a lot of people say they don't. So I kind of want to see for myself. It's not expensive either. I think the bottle is like $15 maybe.
Oh, that's a great. See, wine. I've graduated from my rookie wine days. You'll get to like the little $5-6 barefoot and thinking you straight and shit. No, the good wines is definitely like around that 13 and up mark, I would say.
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, depends on what it is. That is true.
Yeah.
All wine ain't good wine. I learned that.
I can get a couple of good bottles. Like my Lambrusco, that stuff is like $10 for the big bottle. But it's amazing wine.
Hey, quality, not quantity.
Quality.
Ladies and
But
gentlemen.
you're right. There are a lot of great wines that are like 30 plus.
Shit. I'm like, wait. That's how much Hennessy is at this point. Shit.
I don't like Hennessy.
I'm not let me buy this drinker.
Okay.
I'm not a Hennessy drinker. If it's there and something like it, I haven't had it in a good ass minute, so it's not my drink of choice. I'm not trying to be like crunked up and shit. And I'm mellow and chill. You feel?
Give me some. I'll take a good whiskey. Something real gentle.
Whiskey is nice. Whiskey and some bourbon, not mixed together. I mean, that's dangerous. I mean, you could,
those two, yeah. A nice little bourbon. I don't know. I had Henny. One time.
Shit.
It was it for me. I was way too lit. I couldn't do it.
That's crazy. It's I don't know. Lately, I've been conscious of what I've been consuming lately. I'm on a fast recently. Just reconnecting back with myself.
Love that.
You have to. I feel like definitely with recess. If that's what social media wise, if it's interacting with people, because like again, everything's energy. You're absorbing energy, and you're not properly, getting rid of energy that's not yours. Imagine this. Imagine you're around somebody, you're having a conversation, right? And that person's energy, what they're saying, you're picking up on it. It's just not so good, feeling, right? You're picking up that, and now you're wondering why you're in the mood. Why do you feel away? Why do you feel low? It's because you picked up on that person's energy.
That happens to me all the time. And that's why I've been so much more mindful of who I'm around and making sure that my energy is grounded.
Yes.
So nobody can penetrate what I have going on in here.
So true.
Because when I first started skating, I used to get that often. I would be enjoying myself, and then somebody will skate past me, and I'm just like, and the rest of the night I'm gone up until almost the end.
Wow.
Yeah, I started noticing that quick, and the more I noticed it, the more I started wearing protection around me, and crystals and stuff that makes me feel high no matter what.
That's interesting.
And making sure I have my charms and things like that on me, and make sure I do my spiritual ritual before walking out and leaving and being around that group of people. If that includes me smoking, or having a glass of wine or a cup of tea, that includes
I love a nice cup of tea.
Those three things. Love tea. So it's like making sure I have that together before going out. I'm good. Rest of the night is amazing. And I notice when I don't wear my, my omens and things like that keep me safe and keep my vibration high outside of my grounding, I feel off. I feel it. It's worse.
That it's a big ass energy. I mean, not big ass energy. I mean, it's a big ass energy. You feel that shit. Went out for the first time last weekend. This past weekend actually, because we still early as shit. Downtown, just doing some shopping and shit. And I went to work on my book at a coffee shop. I haven't been to a coffee shop in a good minute. But when I remember just leaving the crib and I just felt like this wave of energy almost. Well, not almost. Yeah, it felt like that. And it was like the most uncomfortablest. I don't even know if that's a word, but I feel like I'm just creating words. Fuck it.
All day.
All day, man. All day uncomfortablest. Mr. Manifest Sunday Sessions with Rich podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Follow and subscribe.
Do you feel me? Follow and subscribe. YouTube, Apple, Spotify, you name it. You feel me?
All platforms and
All
YouTube.
platforms. And YouTube. Book dropping this summer. Stay tuned. Just saying. No, what was I saying? No. Just I felt like the wave of vibration. It made me think about two things. You know all those like 5G towers that was built, they was putting up and shit during the whole lockdown and shit. And then also people's fear, and also the frequency in the vaccines. If you disclaimer, if you have the vaccines, I'm not saying, you know, this way, that way. I'm just mentioning about the vaccines. And then I gotta do disclaimers. You never know. You
never know.
No, there's a frequency within that vaccine that's forbidden too. So you feel all that, and I started panicking at some point. My anxiety was through the roof. I was like, no, I gotta get back to the crib. I gotta get back to the crib. It wasn't enjoyable. I just felt I wasn't grounded. It was hard to get grounded. I tried breath work. I was like, no, I gotta get back. This ain't it. As soon as I got back, I was cool.
But that's what they want, you know.
I know, that's the crazy part. So you made me think. My point of the story was I need to better protect myself.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, 1000%. Because somebody on Twitter. I love my Twitter followers. I just need them to know.
Big facts.
All 6,000 and something of y'all. I don't even know. Half of y'all I don't talk to, but I love you.
That's the amazing part of Twitter too, by the way.
Yeah. But somebody had mentioned, you know, saying, you know, what's going on in the world is not the war that they think it is. It's more of a spiritual warfare that we're going through and that we're dealing with. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. Because everything that has been done is to lower the vibration of those that are not willing or caring or aware enough to level up and glow up. I don't like the word woke because people but essentially to actually open their eye and see
100%.
and feel what's really happening. It's not a physical act at all.
No.
Physical things, they don't matter. They come back. They manifest like this.
Yeah.
You know, a little money here, a little car there, a little body here. Like, that's fine. Your spirit, your soul is what is being protected in this space. And around that and holding that and guiding that is your spirit, your aura, your higher person, your divine energy, all of that. So they're not trying to get this. Like, this is easy.
Right.
It's not wrong. They want all of this and all of that. So you have to protect yourself.
It's a lot of hijacking going on right now, is what I like to call it. A lot of hijacking. Especially like the veils and just us ascending. Because it's interesting. I talk about this a lot on my Twitter. About, you know, you have multiple timelines going on right now, right? You have the fear one with, you know, even if you aren't conscious of being a creator, you have the fear of vaccine stick, passports, more dictatorship, strip away rights. You go down that rabbit hole of fear, right?
Yeah.
Then you have yours where I just narrate the reality. For me, I'll say, you know, this doesn't stick, for example, or you might see my cat randomly, by the way. Just I always make that disclaimer.
Cats, it's okay.
That's my little baby. But your scripture reality. I'm really big on scripting now. We're just scripting how you want your reality to be, because you're experiencing multiple timelines, and it's important right now for us to vibrate and keep our frequency on what we want to experience, which is the better outcome of this versus the fear, because you can easily slip into that timeline or you can go to the other one. So I always like to make disclaimers about that. Well, not disclaimers, just messages about that for those who are listening.
You better speak, because that was a whole word. That was a whole word.
It's so true though. This time, because it's a lot of fear harvesting going on right now, if you will. A lot of fear
They
harvesting.
smell it. Fear is thick. Fear is like very loud, and smell and energy is right there.
Mm-hmm. Remember, everything's energy.
Yeah, and if you're not focusing on the positive aspect of something, you're gonna get overcome and overwhelmed with this other energy because it's so big.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to, like you said, protect yourself, stay grounded, make sure you're very mindful of who and where you're going.
Yeah.
If you go into the grocery store, wear your charms. You never know.
Yeah, that's so true.
And it's sad because we have to do that, but it's not gonna be like this for long.
I guess I posed the question to you with this. Maybe it was kind of designed that way as well.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
I could see that.
In the grand scheme of things, I'm always curious about the Atlantis days, and if I know they wore it, but I wonder if that maybe was one of the reasons why they wore it. Protection, because you can set attention for crystals.
Oh yeah.
Right. And that whole time period, it just fascinates me. In Egypt as well. I know for a fact I had royal ties in Egypt, and I was also a scroll during that period. I mean, not that period, but a past life there as well.
Oh, wow. How cool is that?
I've always been like a philosopher. I feel like every life I was a philosopher. Like that's just I love the information. You go down a rabbit hole of self and discover you are the creator. Once you get to the door and you open the door and it's a white light and it's you saying you're God essentially and everyone else. And then you just like fuck, okay. This a little lit.
So little things are happening in
You feel
here.
me? This matrix shaking up a bit, guys.
There's a lot going on over here, you guys.
But it's like that going down a rabbit hole. Shout out to Alice in Wonderland and shout out to psychedelics. I'm a big fan of psychedelics.
I just watched Alice in Wonderland this past weekend.
Interesting. What you think?
I watched the OG one, the Disney one.
Yeah.
But the Tim Burton one,
you don't like it?
I love it. It's
I was
the
gonna
best.
say, okay.
It's the best.
You already lost some points before. I didn't want you to lose anymore. You know, I'm joking.
What? Wait, you said shout out to psychedelics. What you taking?
So
personal.
I've been on not shrooms lately, but I'm stuck to shrooms. I've done acid in the past, but shrooms is more natural and more intentful and healthier. That's how I channeled my book. I was tripping. I had 8. I think it was like an 8th. I want to say, yeah, I think it was 8th. And I had an ego death. Well, another ego death. I had some inner child healing during that session, and I channeled the name of my book.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very deep. And I channeled the message. That's kind of this is where get a certain awareness and perspective on life and what's going on, like the events. So everything is orchestrating, perfectly. When you're detached from yourself in an energetic space that's all pure and all you see the full picture, if you will. And everything, every bump and corner and twist and turn is all that web that at the end leads into everything working out. But that twist and turns is just the experience needed, right?
Yeah.
To get through there. So with everything that's going on now, consciousness is waking up. You need a pause in life to escaping the 9 to 5. You're not traveling to and from work. That's time. You're waking up in your own space. You're more isolated. That's time. You are then forced because you're on house arrest, is what I call it. We'll call it. You can't go anywhere. So that's time with yourself. So you rediscovering yourself and peeping shit. This doesn't make sense. These policies just don't make sense. X, Y, and Z. And consciousness is waking up. And we're in a new wave right now. This is why I came here. I know this. This is a knowing. I came back to assist the collective in this awakening.
Do you have Sagittarius placements?
It's probably one in there. Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini. I feel like it's one Sagittarius, and I feel like I feel like I saw one, at least one.
You got something. And then you said, what was it? Scorpio, Virgo?
Scorpio, Virgo, and Gemini.
Gemini?
Yeah.
You December or November?
November.
I mean November or October? November. Okay.
November.
I'm sorry. I like to know.
It's all good.
Because of the way that you spoke about time, that's big Sagittarius energy. And being a philosopher of mathematics and things like that, that's big Sagittarius energy.
That's just me. Like, that's why, my book and this podcast, I just want to give, I enjoy this. Like, this conversation, I love it. This is a joy for me.
This was great. This is great. Like, this is great. I didn't, like I told you, I didn't know.
Because this is your first one, right?
Yeah, this is my first time actually being on YouTube. So I'm just like,
yo, well, you did amazing. Look amazing. We're lit.
Because that's been stopping me from putting emoji on YouTube.
Really?
Yep.
We coming. It's time. So what's stopping you from going to YouTube? Or
this, how I'm gonna look and how I'm gonna interact and how I'm gonna feel. Like, it's gonna be a little different.
I promise you, it's all the monkey mind chattering. So I thought the same shit. Fuck, I gotta outfits and shit and this and that and that and there, and it's just all excuses.
Yeah.
It's just all excuses not to do the work. But once you do it, it's like, fuck, I actually enjoy this. I actually prefer this than this audio. This is a lot. You definitely connect on a deeper level, I feel.
And see, since I do want to have that interactive, component within my show for my listeners and my clients that I do give spiritual love sessions to, which those are going to be back opening soon, you guys. I do have a couple of people waiting on me. I love.
What's your handle? What's your Twitter handle? And everything I'll
buy Coya plants, and that's BUY, like purchase.
Okay.
Coya.
Where the money reside.
Plants, because we are where the money reside. Where the plants are is where the money is. You feel me?
Really?
But
that was a whole commercial, high key. I was like a quick little infomercial. Where the money reside.
But that's why I'm kind of scared, but not really scared, but hesitant.
Right.
But I think, I don't know, you might have motivated me just a bit.
Look, my purpose is just I'm just mirroring, and it's not even a purpose. It's just mirroring. I'm just mirroring to you what you want to do, and
that's fine.
Now you want to do it. So that's amazing.
Thank you. I needed that push.
I got you. I always ask this last question to my co-host. What would your message be to humanity? You take your time.
To humanity. Always remember that no matter what you go through in life, you're still gonna always be the divine light that you were meant to be. You are not your hurt, you are not your trauma, and I know that's hard for you to gauge sometimes, but you shine even when you feel dark. And if you always remember that, everything in your life and the people around you, their lives, will be filled with light, no matter what. So you're not your trauma.
That was like the perfect ending voice note, in the history of ending voice notes.
Yeah.
Shit. What a perfect way to end the show, ladies and gents. boys and girls, robots, and whoever else is listening to this.
Aliens.
And alien. Shout out to our alien salesman as well. I'm a big
Beam me up.
you feel me? I'm a big hey, before I even end the show, because fuck it, we're having a lovely conversation. It's interesting to me, the media and the government admitted interacting with aliens, and no one's talking about
Nobody
it.
said anything. And you saw how nobody said anything?
Nobody said nothing. I'm like, bro, this is like some reality shattering shit right here. And no
This
one's
is
talking about it.
really major.
No
You
one's
see how
talking
they
about it.
do that? Distract you with some bullshit,
Damn.
and
That's
you
true.
show you the major real thing that they were trying to cover up, but they're legally allowed. They have to legally tell us things like that may put us in danger, but they'll sugarcoat it and soften it up with something else. And so this isn't even it's not even a thing.
But I feel like even with a news like that, if I read that shit, even if I wasn't like the most like, into all this shit, I'll
Yeah.
probably be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I ain't even hearing the what the fuck. I ain't hearing shit.
I'm freaking out.
I'm like, this perfect, yo.
Yeah. I'm like, what is this? What is happening? I'm immediately freaking out.
This is what I think is gonna happen. So the Simpsons kind of predict a lot of shit, but I think it's gonna be like a staged alien invasion, which is gonna be all government related. The real aliens, I don't like using the word aliens to be fair. Extraterrestrials, our other selves. I use that word. Our other selves, be like, hey, no, this ain't it. This is us. This is what's going on. Y'all need to chill, relax, kind of shit.
Yeah.
I kind of get a hunch that's kind of like go be the thing. I want to see something in this lifetime, personally.
Everybody keeps saying it's going to be a zombie apocalypse, and I believe it.
You feel me? It's interesting. The CD, is it the CDC? I think it's the CDC. They had a zombie what's that shit called? Zombie prepared kit info thing, like how to survive a zombie attack. Yo, yeah. They have it on there. Yeah. Whole article. And you want to know why? But I don't want to. I don't. Yeah, but you know.
Mm-hmm. It's
You
okay.
you feel me?
We'll have that
You
conversation.
feel, you feel me? What a perfect way to end the show, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, as always, you're the creator of your own reality.
Reality. You on
Reality.
the roll today. I like that.
I was on.
Reality? No, you need to use that one.
Look, you guys are the creator. Oh shit. You're the creator of your own reality. Of course, everything you think, feel, and say will shape around you. Have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode like I did. Coya, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having me. I love you guys so much. For sure.
Peace, guys.